Hello, welcome back again. Last video we will learn how we can configure the default routing. In this nugget we will learn how we can configure the static routing for particular or different network in order to communicate with a different network. Okay, we are going to use the old environment which we have used in the default routing environment. Okay, now I am going to remove all those static routes or default routes which I have configured earlier. If I want to remove static route, what I need to do, just need to put the no default the command which I specified earlier to enable the default route, and that will flush all the commands for default routing. I will do the same on the other router as well, so that will reduce my effort. Okay, now we are free. In order to configure static routing, what I need to do, I need to configure or I need to define all those network of this router onto this router. If I want router 01 can communicate people and guys of router 01, so what I need to do, I need to define router 0 or networks onto the router 1, and also if I want that the router 1 guys can communicate to the router 0 guys, so what I need to do, what I have to define all the networks of router 1 onto the router 0 manually. That is why static routing is very difficult to configure and very difficult to manage, because administrative, if a link is down, so you need to manually check the link and manually update the link, remove the routing, again you need to configure the routing. That is very hectic situation when you have a 911 situation and you are stuck situation like this. So preferably I don't prefer static routing on corporate environment. Okay, firstly, if I wish to connect, if I wish to configure static routing on that router 0, so what I need to check which networks are working or running on router 1. I just go and check all those network which is running on the router 1 in order to enable static routing on router 0. For this, I will use that command do IP route, do show IP route. That will specify me all those interfaces which are connected to the router 1. These interfaces will be configured as a static route onto the router 0 in order to enable the static routing. So what I am going to do, firstly I will make a note that router 1 networks, router 1 network 1, router 1 network 1 is 1.0.0.0. net 2 is 192.168.1.0, and router 2 net 1 2.0.0.0, net 2 192.168. Let me cross check. Just juggling either it's 1. Sorry, it's 1. It's 1.0. Got it. So what I need to do, I need to specify these routes onto the router 0 and these routes to the router 1. That would be the router 1 networks, and that would be the router 0 networks. Now I'm going to start the configuration part for routing in a static routing for router 0, and now I will use the same command for which I used earlier in static routing, IP route. Now I have to specify the route 1.0.0.0. Need to specify the subnet mask 255.0.0.0. Now I need to specify the next hop address like which I have defined in the static routing, which is 192.168.1.2. okay, now sorry, it was just 2. First I need to remove that. I was just somewhere else. Anyways, now I'll need to change the routing information. That would be like 2, and because on router 0 I need to configure router 1 networks. I just made a little mistake. Anyways, nothing goes wrong. Now I have to specify 192.168.1.0. Now I need to specify the subnet mask 255.255.255.252, and now we need to specify the next hop address, which is 192.168.1.2. Okay, I'm done with the configuration of now I will check. Now I can successfully ping all those guys from router 1. Now I will check either I can communicate from that interface, because currently routing is enabled. Okay, before I go to the other end, I will cross check my configuration with the help of do show IP route, and then it is specifying that I have configured a network which is 2.0.0 statically defined via 192.168.1.2. That means I have successfully configured the static routing on router 0. Now I'm going to configure the static routing on router 1. For this, first I need to remove the default routes which I had removed earlier in the matching routes. All routes already deleted. Great. Now I will define interfaces. I will define IP route 1.0.0.0 255.0.0.0. Next hop address 192.168.1.1. Then need to specify another 192.168.1.0 255.255.252. Next hop address. I thought I made some stupid mistake. Yeah, got it. 252. Yes. Now I will check either I can communicate with those guys with the help of looping 1.1.1.1. Now I can ping 1.1.1.1. So I will check the guy on the 12. I can ping 12. That is very nice. That means I have successfully configured. So I will check either I can configure successfully static routes, as I checked to show IP route. Enter. Now you can see I have an interface which is not directly connected to the router 1, but it has traffic via static routes. In this nugget we are going to stop over here. In next nugget we will learn how we configure the dynamic routing. What are the benefits of the dynamic routing? Thank you very much. Have a nice day.